just let us know. Oh, we're on? Okay, here we are. Park board meeting. We have a quorum, so we'll move to the minutes. Does anybody have any questions or comments about the minutes or see any corrections that we've made?
I will make a motion to approve the minutes from January 8th park board meeting.
All right, there's the motion from Nathan.
I second the motion.
Missy seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, the minutes pass. And then we have a list of the products that are needed for the baseball diamond. Kelly, is this did Ben give you this list or?
No, Lane emailed it.
But these are all, did Ben say all of this are items that we need?
I haven't talked to him about it. I think it's just more or less a quote.
Oh. So we don't know if did Ben ask them for this quote?
I don't know.
Oh.
Said.
Okay,
There's only 4 things on here that are quoted.
that's right.
I mean, I don't know what, I mean, there's a conditioner on there that may answer one of the questions you got
Yeah,
at 505,
yeah.
but
Okay. Well, I think maybe I need to talk to Ben and ask what exactly on here that he wants.
well, do we know if it came from Ben or if it came from SAYL?
It came directly from Lane and Feed.
Oh, Layman
But we don't know
Feed,
who requested it.
We don't.
Oh. Well, I think we should,
Okay.
maybe Doug knows. Hi, Doug.
Who?
Hi, Mr. Beal.
We're looking at this list that Layman Feed Mill sent us. It's there in your packet. We don't know who, Layman Feed Mill sent it, but we don't know who requested it or if it's the things that are priced out on there that whoever requested it is wanting. Do you have any idea?
Just an FYI, if we needed something.
Have we needed something?
Hi.
I don't know.
We don't know if Ben requested anything or
I
not.
don't know.
Or if this is SAYL, or. So you don't have any idea about it either?
The school buys some of that stuff, but I don't recall us ever getting it.
For SAYL?
I know when Geneva worked on the Kofax diamond, they got a couple pallets from them.
Mm-hmm.
That was a couple years ago. Don't need mound clay.
Okay,
Got rid of mound.
okay.
Wait, do we just table this?
I think so.
I mean,
I would say it's just an
Yeah.
FYI if it didn't have any quote or anything specific.
I guess if somebody wanted it, they'll reach out and let us know.
Kelly, they didn't say like in the subject or anything, this is for such and such.
No, that I'm
Nothing.
aware of. Just more or less that to get it to the park board, more or less.
Where,
Okay.
when does he normally buy that stuff? Or does SOL buy that stuff?
We usually don't. I mean, park board in the past has done the mix like we did in the fall. And then that's it. We never even bought the quick dry stuff, kind of dealt with it. Break it, let the sun and the wind do it. Cause you see,
What about they have on here field spray, but what about the chalk for the,
we buy it by the bag from them. So Ben would, I think, cause it was the same
This
stuff
is
we used
even-
in Geneva when I did those fields.
This
For
is
them.
spray. They gave a quote for
Well, that's
spray.
the paint the line in the grass, Cause the chalk didn't show up as good. Usually chalk the dirt, the battery box, and the
Maybe
foul
the
line.
commissioner for Little League or minor league wants this. I don't even know who the
But
commissioner
I think they
is.
sent this to Kyla too, more as FYI for SAYL.
I mean, they just sent it to everyone.
Yeah, maybe. Just to let them know they have it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then that's what we'll just.
Because I think at the SAYL meeting, we also said they could get bulk mix if we needed it. But we already took care of that.
So the Little League Diamond got new dirt last year, correct? And Mike spread it in the fall,
Mhm.
fall.
Because the rep from the mix thing says you're better off doing it in the fall.
Right.
Because you can get it down before the bad weather, and then as
Correct.
soon as they shut down, they don't do anything until the 1st of March. Then it's first come, first serve, and you might not be able to get on the field to spread it in the spring.
So what, rotational wise, which diamond would be next, softball or minor league? Do we know? Because we've been on a 3-year rotation, I think. of-
Yeah, it's been a couple years since we did anything, but we talked about doing that.
I think we did decide to
But
do it, but we
I don't
didn't
remember
decide which.
which is next. I think we discussed a 4-year, because they said it'll last 4 or 5 years.
Or do they? Okay.
So we did a 4-year plan with 3 fields, and that 4th year, we would have money to do other things on all 3 fields.
I don't recall if we did one in 24.
I want to say it was
If we did, we
Little
did.
minor league softball, but I'm not positive. I can say
Yeah,
it 50,
Little League we
50.
did in 25,
Yeah,
right?
Little League was first, and then
25.
we just did it again.
Okay.
The other 2 have only had it done once, but I don't remember which was second.
Can we just decide which one goes next? Or, I mean, can we set the rotation tonight, or do we need to look at the diamonds to?
I would, Ben might remember if,
Okay.
what the rotation was, and or he might be the one that we should reach out to decide whether it should be girls softball or the minor league diamond. Because we do have some time.
Could be the minor league, because more of it runs off into the alley than the other 2 fields. So it might need it sooner.
If we keep doing it in the fall, we got some time to
That's true.
figure that out. But
Yeah.
Ben may have he may remember, and he would, he sees them all the time, so he may have a suggestion, I guess, for which one we should do next.
Okay, I'll reach out to Ben and then I'll just bring that information to the July meeting.
I would think that would be plenty of time to order it to come in the fall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it came pretty quick,
Yeah.
as long as they don't run out, I guess.
Okay. Is there anything else that we need to discuss? I mean, I know we had some questions from SAYL, but I think those are questions did you see your text?
Yeah.
Doug? So I don't,
Did those questions come from your board or what? The SAYL board, I guess I should say.
How'd you word it? Several questions that have come up or been presented. But you two don't have them?
No.
Okay.
I
Kelly
can,
just told us.
I'll read them.
I can okay.
Is there a date yet when water will be on to begin cleaning the concession stands and have use of the restrooms? I don't know if the water's on or not yet. It ought to be pretty soon. If not already.
We're still waiting. Well, Ben sealed the floors in the restrooms, and so it had to wait to dry. I'm not sure if you had to get 2 or 3 coats. That's why we didn't open them. We would have opened them. Temperature wise, it would have been okay, but he was sealing both floors. That's why there's 2 porta pots
That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
at both diamonds.
On behalf of the girls who play ball, thank you.
So anyway, he was gonna have to give it 2 or 3 coats, and I would think in this type of weather, it would be almost dry, if not,
Is that
Soon.
both sets of restrooms or just?
yeah,
Okay.
girls and boys,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay, next one is there a park cleanup day scheduled this year? If not, they have volunteers asking if they can help clean up debris, weeds, corn stalks at softball, do paint touch-ups, etc. Can we do these things on our own?
Do you know what kind of paint touch-ups they're talking about?
That's how they can clean up anything they want, but they shouldn't be painting.
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah, I mean, they can point it out if it needs to be
Yeah.
done, but that's something Ben should do.
Yeah.
in my mind.
Do outfields get rolled at all? Softball has very large holes, ruts throughout. Someone is bound to get hurt. I don't know if we've done that before or not.
Either I can ask Ben that too.
Should we just make a list of things to ask Ben?
Yeah, probably.
Probably just forward this to him. Can we get the rotation schedule for new dirt at East Diamond? When is this completed, before the season starts or after? Will be every fall. 25 is Little League, who's due for 26? We've been told both minor league and softball. I don't know who said that. What do we use for conditioner to help dry out fields? Can we make sure there is a supply in each shed?
And did you say we typically don't use anything on the outfield?
Not much at all. Doesn't mean we can't, we just haven't really been in practice of buying it.
You text me that with Kelly,
Sure.
then I can go over what's been.
Can we loosen and drag the fields ourselves? If so, can we use a golf cart to do that? Any other equipment that we can or cannot use? Our commissioners are willing to meet with the city some afternoon or evening to be shown any special instructions or how-tos for various things. That would be beneficial. Ideally, it needs nail dragged once a week to help not get so hard. The other train drag doesn't do too much.
Don't they drag it before each game?
Yeah,
So I don't understand that.
You don't nail drag it just to drag it.
what name,
Do it when it's
what
soft.
diamond are they talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the girls?
I asked to use the city mower to drag once when it was wet, and I was told I couldn't because of liability, because I wasn't a city employee.
Yeah, I'm not aware of issues with having the diamonds drug before games by our people.
Let's see what
I don't know that they need to be drugged for practice, but
No. Well, there's rakes in the shed. They're supposed to be raking
Yeah.
stuff after they use it each time, which would help.
yeah,
Once games start, will we have access to the chalk lining equipment? There are times when the fields aren't dry enough yet by 3, but by 6 they can be used.
What?
Our coaches are willing to do this if we have the stuff.
I thought it was in a shed that they had access to.
No, it used to always be in the shed, more down by the pavilion where the mower is and everything. But then every now and then, a chalker and some chalk would end up in the Little League shed. I don't know where it came from. There is a new light post beside the softball shed. How do those get turned on? All other lights are working.
what,
I didn't know anybody.
are they practicing in dark?
Shouldn't be.
They probably have them on right now.
Beside the softball shed. Is there any other new installs or things we need to be aware of for this season? Just a portable man, take care of it.
Yeah, I think maybe,
I say, well, I'll pay for that, so you think they would.
Is this just all for the girls' baseball diamond or softball diamond?
Well, and I'd say it's all in general unless they specifically said. Some said softball. Other than that, it wasn't very specific.
well, is there anything in here that, I mean, that's not going to happen that should happen this ball season? I mean, they can do a park cleanup whenever they want to, I would think.
Yeah.
And the outfield's getting rolled.
I don't know if it's been rolled before. I mean, I just don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
To my knowledge, the city doesn't have
I
a,
don't recall. Yeah.
I don't recall it ever being rolled.
Okay,
No.
Actually, I think one time somebody volunteered with their own. It was almost like a steamroller type of roller. And they did it.
that could have been.
I forget who did that. It was yellow. I remember seeing it.
Maybe someone that works at a construction facility. Like
I assume
Brooks.
all these questions are from your board, your SAYL board, or from concerned coaches, or where are these questions?
I guess. The text below said, I'm not able to come to the park board meeting tonight, but have several questions that have come up or been presented to me. And we met last month and not much of this came up.
Okay.
I did discuss the rotation of when we put the stuff down in the fall. That another one would be done this year and the third year.
do you feel like basically everything's ready to go for ball season now, the same way it was last year? Or is there,
I don't know. There's a lot of different coaches and commissioners,
oh,
so it'd be a different perspective.
okay,
I know, but last year we had some issues right out of the gate with some guys,
They wanted to drag
Some-
themselves.
yeah,
and
they brought
make
some their
ruts.
outside equipment in,
Yeah.
and there was
Yeah.
some Ben was upset, the city was, how did that kind of presented a big issue right out of the gate, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll share this stuff with Ben and see what we can find out.
okay. Should I have her call Ben and check in with him? Or,
Well, let me have the discussion first and.
and then
I'll
let
you
me,
know.
let me know if you want me to talk to her
Yeah.
or, yeah, so, okay.
Yeah, some of these was the first I've heard of.
The season just starting though, or practicing and
Yeah,
stuff.
they started after spring break. Opening day is the last Saturday in April, weather permitting.
Which is the earliest ever,
Oh, really?
I think so.
Are they planning for the season to go longer, do you think?
I don't know, I don't make schedule anymore.
Okay. I think, okay.
Who makes the schedule?
I don't know.
I think,
I did see a post that people are saying that people were working the concession stand for people for $20. They're having their kids working there. So, I thought that was interesting.
Well, don't they have some system where they are requiring parents, and if you want to opt out, you can or something?
You can pay to opt out, and if you don't, you're on the honor system. They used to assign you, and now you're on the honor system to sign up for what works better for you. And hopefully you don't need to get a sub or forget to come or can't.
I seen last night someone said, my kid will work $20 if you don't want to work.
But there used to be a sign on the baseball concession stand. You had to be so old to be in there.
I don't, yeah.
Is that a city rule, board of health rule, or it was just up there?
I'm not sure about that.
I think it's probably a good idea to have a minimum age.
Especially if they,
or at least a couple adults with them.
yeah, they need to learn how to make change.
Yeah,
There's all ages that work up in Monroe, but there's adults too
okay,
in the state, so, you know.
yeah, yeah.
I
Some
think
of
those
I think that's
kids,
their summer job.
I think that's their summer job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Monroe?
Yeah.
For some of those young,
Mhm.
older kids it is, yeah, but they still, younger kids, I think, help out on occasion.
This is just a suggestion for next year, but maybe in February at the first park board meeting,
January,
the person that's in charge of the SAYL board needs to be here for
yeah.
our meeting. Go
Right.
over
She was
the
here
items.
last year, the first or second meeting.
I wasn't here in January, so I don't know. I know she's.
I'm talking to, was it 2025?
Mhm.
Like she came and talked about some things.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah. I'll suggest to her that, well, I'll just let her know that
That way everybody on the same page.
if we, yeah, and if they come in January, that gives us time to look at anything that needs looked at before the season starts.
Mhm.
So,
Did anybody from SAYL ask to use the fields this year, or is it just assumed? So now we had a motion last year that they got preference on the scheduling. I didn't see that in the minutes from January.
preference on the scheduling, the regular leagues, you mean?
Yeah.
If, one of the special leagues wanted to practice the regular
It
leagues.
was already scheduled by SAYL, they got to do it.
Yeah, I guess we didn't, I just assumed that would just carry on, but if you think we need to have an official,
Well, then I got brought up last year because
There were some others
The,
talking that they were gonna practice this or that, and
There was
gonna be
girls
a-
on the Little League diamond
then there-
tonight.
yeah, there's so many girls
Uh-huh.
teams in one field,
Mhm.
which is one of the reasons why we scraped the mound off, knowing that was gonna happen, the numbers.
Mhm.
I think it'd probably be good to just have it in the minutes that we renewed that, you know,
let's see, well, as a priority or,
what did you
That's
call it?
preference.
First, yeah. Yeah,
That's
that,
first dibs.
yeah. Somebody can make a motion that says basically that SOYL has first dibs on the field. If someone else thinks they need to be on it, SAYL has the
at their,
first
for practices and
end games.
games and anything that's associated with SOL.
Mhm.
So it's been done in the past, but I will abstain.
Is that your motion, Nathan?
I'll make a motion that SAOL has first priority for games, practices, and anything associated with their league over any other, any other people wanting to use the field.
I second that.
All in favor? Aye. There we have it.
Is the new minor league sign done? The scoreboard, I mean.
I don't think it's
Oh,
up
sure.
yet.
The polls went in
Post
today.
today.
Post went in today.
Post today. I saw they were still framed.
I believe your son was one of the people helping put the post in.
Today?
I saw a picture.
Said he was working on dirt.
Okay.
It's been dirt.
Is there anything else
I
that
assume,
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
No, go
I
ahead.
assume they'll have that, once the poster finished, they'll have it wired up and they're probably within the next
That's the plan.
week or two here before, because you said 27th is the
April 25th.
That's the plan.
25th
To have it
opening day.
operational
Opening day.
On the 25th.
All three diamonds will be used.
Can't wait for the first call. Can't get this figured out.
All right, is there anything else that we need to discuss?
A year or two ago, I didn't look back on my notes, but we talked about the basketball court down there. And at that time, we had talked about repaving it possibly. I was down there within the last couple of weeks. I don't know that we need to repave it, but it does look pretty rough. I don't know, with the master park plan, with all that in the background right now, I don't know if it's something we can maybe resurface or put like a seal coating on it or something and then paint some new lines on it.
So it's not cracked.
Yeah, I mean, try to use the seal or the crack filler and seal it and
New parking lots.
yeah, and then paint some. The lines look like they're kind of raised a little bit, just
Probably because there's so many coats.
probably. But I didn't know if that was something that we got a quote for that, or if that's something that Ben would roll it on, or I don't know. I just thought it looked pretty rough,
Mhm.
and not knowing what our time frame is for the park,
Yeah.
something we should look at to hold us over for a few more years until,
Yeah.
No, the asphalt quote was very high.
yeah. And I remember that
Because it
being,
needed milled down or it's gonna be too high and fall over and all that. 'Cause it's a pretty small job for them,
yeah.
but yeah, sealing it would be different.
I mean, a lot of times I think if you get a crew in, they can spray it on, or they get the 5-gallon buckets and they dump the,
Roll it
and
out.
roll it out.
Like you do a driveway.
Yeah, and that would at least
Yeah.
try to hold it over and fill in the cracks and things before it got sealed, and then try to hold it over for a little bit.
Mhm.
That was just one thing I noticed when I was down there
Yeah.
looking around at a few things.
Yeah.
Which one again?
It's the basketball court, right?
Oh,
Just beside the minor league diamond,
Yeah.
south of the
Yeah.
batting cages, the only basketball court.
right.
Do we know anybody here in town who does that kind of work?
QBO.
Yeah, I think they do driveway sealing and things. I don't know if it has to be a certain temperature or.
Trying to think who the school used last time. Cause they left their cones, they have initials on it.
Lady.
Hmm.
Was it Lady?
Larry would do the striping. Maybe KBL does the first part and then might be stripes.
I forget. I'd have to go look at the cone.
Do we have to get a
But
quote for
again, it's
that?
gonna be a pretty small job that they might not be that interested in. Unless they know they got a little bit of extra, so just stop by sometime and do it, kind of thing.
I mean,
I don't know how you plan for that.
I don't know if that's something, I mean, I'd be willing to get a quote from somebody or Greg, I don't know if that's something that you think, is that something that Ben would roll out or,
Might have to ask.
okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to I'm willing to talk with somebody, meet somebody down there if I need to.
I think that's a good idea. I think if you just go
Yeah.
ahead and meet with somebody, just so we can get moving on it and,
I can at least bring it back to the next, or email you guys or,
yeah, you could email us and then,
Just get a quote. and
Do we have to have
it'll be
more
plenty
than?
hot in July.
Yeah.
Put it down if that's what happens.
yeah.
yeah.
Do we need more than one quote or you'll just do one quote?
We probably do need more than one. Do we need
Do we have to
two?
do 2 or 3?
We try to stay local. I mean, is
Yeah.
KBL the only local
And
that I
it's,
know of?
and it's not like it's, hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything.
Brad Bailey.
It's like, you can buy stuff and roll it yourself.
Yeah.
If they just did the cracks. I know it's harder to do. They got different stuff, so buying like pitch and caulk.
I mean, I can ask them for some different
Options,
options.
Yeah.
Or if it's one-stop shop, they might be more likely to do it. They
As far as the line,
crack, seal it, and then they can paint the lines too.
I
know
guess,
it's
I mean,
different
surely
than
they can
parking
use
lot
their,
sprayers.
yeah, they can use their parking lot sprayer to
But
paint
you'll
the
probably
lines.
still see the lines once you spray over it.
Yeah, cause it's
Yeah.
definitely raised.
We could even have a quick meeting to vote on that, even if you get a quote on that. That way we can get moving with that. That's a good idea. Anything else?
Or the goals and the rims
They didn't
in
look
their
too,
shape.
they didn't look too bad.
Just probably need some nets.
Looked like the poles they looked recently painted actually, or they looked pretty decent shape. And the rims looked decent.
Anything else? No? I I tentatively have, the next meeting scheduled for July 9th at 5:30. Well, if there's nothing else, does somebody want to make a motion to close the meeting?
Move the adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're done. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We all.